Hello students, in the previous session we discussed about marginal relief and solved one problem relating to that. In this session, let us solve another problem relating to calculation of marginal relief. Total income of Mr. Aditya Verma, age 59, rupees 1 crore 2,80,200 rupees. It includes agricultural income rupees 50,000 and winning from lottery rupees 5 lakhs. Gross amount is given, and short term capital gain under section 111A rupees 50,000. Find out his tax liability. Mr. Aditya Verma's age is 59 years, that means he is below 60 years. Up to 2,50,000 is exempted from a tax, and his total income is given, that is 1 crore 2,80,200 rupees. This total income is above 1 crore and below 2 crores. That means surcharge at the rate of 15% is chargeable on the total tax payable by him, excluding health and education cess, and it includes agricultural income of 50,000. Agricultural income should be added to the total income and it should be deducted while calculating the tax liability, because agricultural income is exempted from tax, and winning from lottery is rupees 5 lakh. Gross amount is given, so you can directly calculate the tax at the rate of 30% on rupees 5 lakh. And short term capital gain under section 111A is rupees 50,000. Short term capital gain under section 111A means short term capital gain taxable at the rate of 15%. You have to calculate tax at the rate of 15% on 50,000. Find out his tax liability. See, in this problem, his total income is marginally higher than rupees 1 crore. That means you have to calculate marginal relief for this total income. In the previous problem, we studied how to calculate this marginal relief. Let us solve this problem. Computation of tax liability of Mr. Aditya Verma for the assessment year 2020-21. You know how to calculate the total tax payable. See, total income is 1 crore 2,80,200 rupees. Next, you have to calculate tax on winning from a lottery at the rate of 30%. Winning amount is 5 lakh. On that 30% you have to calculate. That amounts to rupees 1,50,000. That you have to write in the first amount column. And next you have to calculate a tax on short term capital gain under section 111A at the rate of 15% of the amount, that is 50,000. That amounts to rupees 7,500. Next, on the balance you have to calculate a tax at normal rates, that is on first 2,50,000 nil, no need to pay tax, because up to 2,50,000 exempted from tax. And see, next on 50,000, that is agricultural income. That agricultural income you should show here. Remember, agricultural income you have to write after first 2,50,000 and before applying 5% rate, that is exempted, that you have to show here. Next, see, from 3 lakhs to 5 lakh, that is 2,50,000 exempted, and next 2,50,000 to 5 lakh at the rate of 5%, but from that 2,50,000 you have to deduct this agricultural income, that is from 3 lakh to 5 lakh. Remember that point. This agricultural income should be shown like this, that is 3 lakh to 5 lakh, that is on 2 lakh at the rate of 5%, that amounts to rupees 10,000, and from 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs at 20%, that amounts to 1 lakh, that is 5 lakh into 20%, and 10 lakh to the balance, that is 97,000, sorry, 97 lakh 30,200 rupees, that is on 87 lakh 30,200 you have to apply 30% rate of tax, that amounts to rupees 26 lakhs 19,060 rupees. So the total tax payable by Mr. Aditya Verma amounts to rupees 28 lakhs 86,560 rupees. On this tax, that is total tax payable by the SSC, you have to add surcharge at 15%, that is on total tax you have to pay surcharge and not on the total income, that amounts to rupees 4 lakh 32,984, that is 15% of total tax of rupees 28 lakh 86,560. The surcharge amounts to rupees 4 lakh 32,984. Next, you have to calculate the marginal relief. Before that, the total tax liability including surcharge amounts to rupees 33 lakh 19,544, that is 28 lakh 86,560 plus 4 lakh 32,984. From that, you have to deduct marginal relief. Let us see how to calculate that marginal relief. See, marginal relief formula is calculated surcharge minus 70% of total income minus 1 crore, that is 70% of the marginal amount, that amounts to 1 crore 2,80,200 minus 1 crore, because this income marginally higher than rupees 1 crore, that amounts to 2,80,200, 70% of that marginal amount, that amounts to rupees 1,96,140 rupees. So the marginal relief amounts to calculated surcharge, that is 4,32,984 minus marginal amount, that is 70% of that marginal amount amounts to rupees 1,96,140. The marginal relief amounts to rupees 2,36,844. Okay, this is the marginal relief that you have to deduct from total tax liability excluding health and education cess. When you deduct that thing, tax liability excluding health and education cess amounts to rupees 30 lakhs 82,700 rupees. From this, you have to calculate health and education cess and you have to add that health and education cess to this, that is 4% of 30 lakh 82,700 rupees, that amounts to rupees 1,23,308 rupees. When you add these amounts to tax payable, you get total tax liability as 32,06,008 rupees. Okay, this is the total tax liability of Mr. Aditya Verma. Now I assume that you know how to calculate marginal relief. Solve this problem once again and you will come to know how to solve. If you only listen to this session and you are not solving the problem by yourself, you will not understand and it will be difficult for you to solve this marginal relief problem. And this problem will be asked in your final exam. Very easy problem and you can score very easily. So next see the working note, marginal relief working note we already discussed. Next see agricultural income is exempt from tax, however it should be added to the total income to calculate a tax liability, that I already told. And since the total income of an SSC exceed rupees 1 crore, he has to pay surcharge at 15%. However, he is eligible to get marginal relief because the income is more than 1 crore rupees. Okay. Thank you. In the next session, let us solve one more problem.